My kid's principal covered up bullying until my son was hospitalized, so I made sure everyone knew. Principal Perkins always found a way to make bullying Marvin's fault. When kids threw his books in the trash, Perkins asked why Marvin left them unattended. When they excluded him from every group project, Perkins suggested Marvin work on his social skills. When they spread rumors about him, Perkins said Marvin needed to be less sensitive. The message was clear. Marvin was the problem. By October, things got worse, and Perkins' responses got even more messed up. A group of boys cornered Marvin in the bathroom and shoved his head in the toilet. When I showed Perkins the wet clothes, he said Marvin should avoid problems by using the bathroom during class time. I pointed out that would need a hall pass, and he just shrugged. Then came the Instagram account called Marvin's Real Life, where kids posted pictures of him eating alone. Perkins' response was that social media drama wasn't the school's problem. When I showed him printed screenshots of death threats, he asked if I'd thought about whether Marvin might be causing these responses. He actually said that victims often have problems that make them targets. The worst part was watching Perkins' strategy break Marvin down bit by bit. Marvin stopped eating lunch, and Perkins said maybe the alone time would help him think about his interactions. When Marvin's grades tanked, Perkins suggested we test him for learning disabilities. He kept saying that Marvin's social struggles were causing problems for other students. I kept every email from Perkins because each one twisted things a little more. My husband wanted to switch schools, but I thought we could work with Perkins to fix things. Everything changed on January 15th when I found Marvin passed out on his bedroom floor. The empty pill bottle told me everything. The ambulance came fast, but those 20 minutes felt like forever. At the hospital, they pumped his stomach while I held his cold hand. The suicide note killed me. It said, "Mr. Perkins says everything is my fault, and maybe if I'm gone, things will be better." I went straight from the hospital to Perkins' office. He sat behind his desk with all his awards and had the balls to say this was unfortunate, but we needed to ask what led Marvin here. He said kids who hurt themselves are often seeking attention. Then he pulled out a folder he'd already made with transfer forms for a behavioral school. He'd been planning to push us out anyway. He claimed Marvin's inability to fit in created problems for other students. That's when I saw Perkins clearly for what he was. While Marvin got better, I got smart about documenting Perkins' pattern of abuse. I filed requests for all of Marvin's school records and every bullying report from the past 5 years. The pattern jumped out right away from the documents. Every single bullied kid got blamed for their own abuse, and most switched schools within months. I found 17 other families with similar stories through careful networking. Perkins had told one girl she was being too dramatic when boys grabbed her. He told another boy to stop acting weird when kids beat him up daily. Every report had Perkins' signature victim-blaming response attached to it. The real jackpot came when a helpful teacher leaked Perkins' emails to staff. He told them to write down provocative behavior from bullying victims and ignore reports without multiple witnesses. One email actually said to focus on what the targeted student did to create the situation. I organized everything into a presentation with charts showing how many kids left after reporting bullying. The graphs of Perkins' response patterns showed a clear picture of systematic victim blaming. The March school board meeting became my target for exposing everything Perkins had done.